All right, hey class, this is number 9 from section 9.2. This was a problem from homework. The reason I like this one is because it's, I think, a good problem. It kind of sums up a lot of the stuff we've been doing. It's pretty challenging, but it's very doable. So I'm going to go through a couple solutions actually. And so it's an auditorium, has 50 rows of seats, and I'm not going to read the whole thing. If you want, you can just pause it and read it now or check your book. All right, so letter A says, write two different expressions for the total number of seats. So a number of people were, I saw when I checked the homework, this part, if you do it additively, isn't too bad. We've got 50 rows of seats, and the first row has 20 seats, plus 21, plus 22, plus ... and it keeps going. Okay, and since there's 50 rows and we start at the 20th row, that would go up to 67 plus 68 plus 69. So actually 69 is going to be the last row, because 69, so 20th is the first row. And so altogether that makes 50 rows. So that's the way to do it additively. But now, how can we do this a different way? So here's, I'm going to call this method 1. And so we've seen that if you have a sum of numbers, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus ... plus all the way up to n, so let's just write n minus 2 plus n minus 1 plus n. So n could be any number. It's good for big numbers. That we saw that's equal to n times n plus 1 divided by 2. And we showed that in class, and we showed a few different ways how that works. So what we could do here is we need to sum up all the numbers from 1 ... plus 2 plus 3 plus ... plus all the way up to 69. Well, that would be equal to 69 times 70 divided by 2. Okay, now the problem with that is if we did 1 all the way up to 69. So what we want to do is we want to do that minus, then subtract, summing from 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus ... plus all the way up to 19. And so that would be equal to just 19 times 20 divided by 2. Okay, so now what we can say is that if we want to sum 20 plus 21 plus 22 plus ... plus 68 plus 69, that's going to equal the sum from 1 to 69, which is 69 times 70 divided by 2, and then subtract the sum of 1 through 19. So that's going to be 19 times 20 divided by 2. And so using a calculator on that, we get, and that comes out to, when we put it in our calculator, 2,225. So that's method 1. Let's take a look at another way to do this. All right, so here's a second way I thought of doing this problem, is kind of making a geometric interpretation of what's going on. So we got our first row is 20. Right, then our second one is 21, and then 22. Okay, and that keeps going all the way down to row 69. So if we think of this now as being a rectangle, right here with 50 rows. And then over here we've got a kind of a triangle. And my sketch isn't that great, but it's okay. Then over here we've got 50, 20. We're going to have, this will be 50. And let me think about this. This would be, so we've got this triangle, and so let's see, so the first row we've got 0, and then we're going to need to sum all these up. So second row we'll have 1 plus, and then the third row will have 2 additional seats. Fourth row will have 3 additional seats, all the way plus dot 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 all the way down here, and this last row will have 49 additional seats. And so over here we've still got 20, so that's how we still get 69 along the bottom. So what we want to do is take all the seats in this area, and that's easy to figure out. That's just 20 times 50, plus all the seats in this area. Okay, so that's going to be a sum, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus dot dot dot, plus all the way to 49. Well, we could do that in our calculator, but we know a shortcut way to add up numbers, so we can say, well, this is 20 times 50, plus when you try to add up all those numbers, it's going to be, whoa, that's a plus. 49 times 50 divided by 2. That's from our summation formula. And put this in our calculator, and what do we get? Oh, we get 2,225. We get the same answer. Yay! Of course we'd get the same answer. I just thought of a third way to do this. So let's look at a third way of doing this. Okay, so here's actually a third way of doing this thing. So remember from the first part, we wanted to do that first row as 20 plus 21 plus 22 plus dot 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 plus 67 plus 68 all the way plus to that final row will have 69 seats. So we want to add up all these numbers. Here's another way to do it, is we can pair off. So look, if we take the first and the last, 20 plus 69, that's 89. Okay, if we take the second one and add that to the 68, hey, that's 89 again. Nice. Okay, so, and then look, 22 and 67, 89 again. Okay, so we've got all these 89s. How many are we going to have? Well, that's actually not too hard to figure out. We're adding 50 rows, so that means we've got 50 rows, means that we'll have 25 pairs, because we're pairing them up here. So we've got 89 times 25. Do we get the same answer as before? No. Really? Let's check. What the heck's it? 89 times 25. Yes! We do. Math is saved. Math is awesome. So we get the same answer, all three methods. That's sweet. Okay. Hopefully this video helps you out. Hopefully you can follow it. Feel free to jump back to any of the other methods and review the solutions. Rock on.